What is going on here? It's on the wrong camera? What's happening? Hold on. Dang, I messed that up. I fumbled that one. Y'all saw the cracks in the corner of my upper cabinets? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That looks pretty good. Hello friends, it is Nomad Brad coming to you from my box truck. Oh boy, we got a lot to talk about tonight. Things are moving along. We're making progress on the build. More construction is happening. I just got back a couple days ago from Schoolie Palooza 2026 out in Ehrenberg, Arizona. It was a wonderful time. I was so happy to hang out with the Nomad family, take a few days off from the hustle and the bustle and the work. And just me and Nomad Dad been busting our humps week after week after week, trying to get this thing in shape. So it was nice to take a few days off, go out to Schoolie Palooza, hang out in the desert, sleep in, wake up with the back door open. The back door open, the bed folded down, drinking my coffee. It was wonderful. That's the whole reason we do this, you know, is to live that lifestyle, get out in nature, watch the sunrise, just take it all in, baby. So that was very relaxing. And then, of course, while I was out there, I ran into a bunch of you guys, a bunch of subscribers came by and said hello, saw the box truck, walked through it. I ran into Nick the Sunbird, who's a channel subscriber. He stopped by. I mean, a lot of people stopped by, but specifically I remember Nick, and then also I think Bill Johnson. Bill Johnson came by with his wife. They wanted to kind of get the feel for a box truck. And a bunch of old friendly faces. AJ was there from Havasu Box Crew, Nomad, Outdoors Dreadhead, Chupacabra Adventures, Desert Runner Rick, Cousin Lonnie, all kinds of people. We had a great time. It was so exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. We did 2 Schoolie Palooza videos this week. And that last one, the people like it. It's doing well. Numbers are up. People like that last Sunday's Schoolie Palooza video. Anyway, happy to have all you guys here in the chat. I'm back in Yuma, Arizona. I came back Monday evening. Today's Wednesday, so yesterday, Tuesday, I spent the day working on the box truck, and then also today, me and Nomad Dad did a bunch of work, and so I'm going to be showing you guys the updated electrical cabinet. It's looking awesome. The whole thing is looking awesome. I'm so excited to get it done. This will be complete by Sunday. So this Sunday's video will be a full recap of how I put together the electrical cabinet, all the details, and it will be finished. So I'm going to show you guys that in just a moment. It's looking pretty fly. I'm really excited about it. But I just want to say hello to everybody in the chat, everyone who's here tonight in this live stream. Lots of folks chiming in, talking about weather. I'm not going to tell you guys what the weather is here in Arizona because it's way better than what you guys are talking about. I don't want to make you guys feel bad with this wonderful Arizona sun. We got, yeah, Bill in the chat. First thumbs up. Hello, Bill. Happy to see you. Good to see you at Schoolie Palooza. We got Dino in the chat. We got Devin. The Tim Simmons is here. Diana Saylor, the Hammer, is in the chat. Keeping an eye out for anybody that's popping off. She's going to lay it down. We got HBA Dave. Janet Hall. Galfy is here. Bella's with us. The Podcast Van. Hello, Podcast Van. Happy to see you here in the chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being. I see Karen Morris says she has a Blue Eddy RV5 that she has ordered, and the parts are slowly arriving. So congratulations, Karen Morris. It's a great system. I'm super happy with it. Another thing is after the cabinet is complete, I'll be doing a full video update on the RV5. So I have to update the software and play around with some of the new settings, and then I'll do a full, basically 6 months of living with the RV5. I'll go a little deeper into the statistics and all the stuff and let you guys know how it's been working. So stay tuned for that. If you're on the fence, if you're a fence sitter with the RV5, I don't blame you. It's an investment. But if you want to know more about it, stay tuned for that video. That'll be coming out in a few weeks. We got John C. here, our other admin moderator, ready to drop the hammer if people get crazy. E-Bike Van Life is here. Hello, E-Bike Van Life. Happy to see you in the chat. Happy to see you on the live stream. I hope you're feeling better. I see a lot of people are asking about you. They want to know, how's E-Bike Van Life? They want to get in on some E-Bike Van Life services. The people need box trucks built. They need electrical installed. I gave Lydia Rico your info. I don't know if she'll hit you up or not, but Lydia Rico, I think, is getting an RV5 for her new motorhome. So maybe she'll hit you up for that. And I'm sure there's a whole list of people trying to get an appointment with E-Bike Van Life because he's good. He's good. And what else we got going on? Hopefully the audio's okay. I didn't even check. On Track Chronicles is here. Blue Ice Williams is here. Hello, Blue Ice. Rick Davis joined. Silver Nomad. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate you. Marcus Allen is here. Desert Runner Rick, a.k.a. The Undertaker. He was so funny in that big, long black duster with his hat. He looked just like The Undertaker. That was a term of endearment, though. That wasn't a slight on Rick. He looked pretty badass in it. And especially by the campfire with his big poker, it was pretty cool. So I think Rick figured out his outfit. Okay, people are saying audio is good. Audio is good. Good, good, good. Okay, cool. Let's dive in. Let me show you guys what I've been doing. Me and Nomad Dad have been doing these last couple days. I'm pretty excited about it. Let me pull you guys off your perch. Off your perch. Kevin says, what band was signed the poster? The Lost poster of King Gamer was signed by, hold on, System of a Down. System of a Down signed it. So here's the cabinet. This is what we've got done on it so far. We have a lower door. I haven't put, hinges or anything on it yet. It's just kind of temporary in place. But we got a lower door, and that's going to get blue trim on it, so it'll kind of dress it up a little bit. And we got a plexiglass view window. So this is actually plexiglass right here. It's not open. And then down below, we have an air intake. And so I used some decorative metal you can get at Home Depot. So that's just wide open, allowing air to get pulled in through the front of the cabinet. And then it flows up. The Blue Eddy RV5 has 3 cooling fans built in. So it sucks air from the bottom, pushes it up. And then up here, we have the Blue Eddy RV5, the main touch control. Look at this. I flush mounted it into that upper cabinet. That thing's looking sick. And then over here, we got a couple cooling fans. And these are the, what's the brand? Air Infinity, I think. Anyway, really nice. These are meant for like multimedia cabinets, so they're super quiet and a really high-end, like a brushed metal finish on it. But wait, there's more. So this whole cabinet actually, check this out, it opens up just like this. Boom. Now I haven't finished it out yet, but I put a shelf in there. So this is going to be like a charging shelf. I'll put, phone and whatever else I need to charge can sit up in there. But then also the air from the RV5, the hot air comes up from those fans, and then it gets exhausted out the front through these cooling fans here. And this cooling fan system has a little controller where it's temperature activated. So it's currently 76 degrees in the Blue Eddy RV5 cabinet. If it hits 85 degrees, the fans kick on. And if it hits 110 degrees, the alarm goes off and says, Brad, wake the heck up. What are you doing with your life, bro? So that's what we got going on. And I still need to clean it up. It ain't done yet. Me and Dad scrambled to get this set up for the live stream tonight. But everything flush mounts into the panel. We got our shelf. And I got to clean up all the wiring and stuff. That'll come later. And let me move that up. There we go. So there it is. And then I put LED lights on the perimeter. And these are the same Govee LED lights that I'm using on the ceiling. So I can control them from my iPhone app. I can set the colors independently, or I can chain them together so that this LED light and that LED light, they both do the same patterns. So really excited about that. And then I have all my, all my old electrical stuff in there. But check that out. It's looking pretty good. So we'll trim it out. And then we got to do the top part still. We're going to have double doors on this upper cabinet. So that'll be basically right down the middle, one door on the left, one door on the right with a couple of those little silver knobs. And the uppers will be white as well. So I thought it was kind of cool to put some birch in the middle just to break it up. So we'll have white on the bottom with the blue trim, and then birch in the middle, and then the top will be white again with the blue trim. So I think it's looking good in here. I think it's going to be pretty sweet. So that's what we're up to. I need to mount the weather station. It's just sitting there for now, but I think I'll probably mount it up here on the back wall. I'm gonna put the sweet potato over here. I got a new container for Mr. Potato, so that's gonna mount right here. And then I think I'll put the weather station right up over here so I can just easily see it when I'm waking up in the morning. And look at Mr. Potato. Look how big his leaves are. He's pretty happy. He's grown so much. While I was out at Schoolypalooza, he got 2 extra shoots coming out. So once I get his permanent container, I'll mount it to the wall, and then I'll secure all the little vines. I'll secure them down and train them to grow up around the window. It's going to be pretty sweet. So we got that done. Additionally, at Schoolypalooza, and I'm going to read the comments in a second. After I show you guys everything, we'll go back to the comments. I'll answer any questions you have. I got this latch fixed. That latch in there, it popped out on me. So I ended up drilling through and through bolting the latch. So those are good now, ready to go. Additionally, I added a charging port on the side here. So when I do the epoxy countertop, which is coming up soon, we're getting down the list, guys. The epoxy countertop is coming very soon. Probably within a month, we'll be doing the epoxy. The counter will extend all the way over, and so this gap won't be here. And so I got this little outlet. It does 2 110 or 120 volt plugs, 2 USB-C and 2 USB-A. And so this is another little charging station. I think I'll put a little shelf on the wall that I can put stuff in and charge. Like right now I got my flashlight charging and my Bluetooth speaker. Anyway, we'll do a little charging shelf right there. And then something else I did is, I don't know if you guys remember, but I have my ladder down here against the wall. And I thought it was kind of ugly, and I don't use it that often. So I actually moved the ladder to inside this cabinet. So that kind of just cleans it up down there, not having the ladder in the way. So those are the projects I did out at Schooly. And then, of course, the vent fan. You guys, I think I showed that on last week's live stream, I think. But I got the vent fan. I don't have the exhaust cut in, but it's powered up, so the lights work and the fans work. So anyway, that's what we got done. Pretty happy with the progress overall. It's looking good in here. It's looking really good. I'm just so excited to be able to walk up in the box and have this whole thing be enclosed, looking fancy. So anyway. All right, let's see. I'll hop in the chat, see what's going on. If you guys have any questions, feel free to answer them, and then I'll talk about some other stuff too we got going on. But I want to try to catch up in case you guys have questions. I don't want to leave you in the dust. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. Ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum. Yeah, that's better. That's better. All right, let me... HBA Dave says he's waiting for the vent outside. It's on the list, Dave. It's on the list. It got bumped down the list a little bit. I needed to order some extra parts. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Let's scroll back up. Oh, nice. Okay, so e-bike van life says him and Lydia got together the other day and should be installing early next week. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad that she contacted you to get that installed. Dude, the RV5 install is super simple, but for someone that just doesn't know, it's still, it's still a good idea to hire somebody if you can. Especially if, she's installing her RV5 into an existing motorhome. So it'll have to be connected to like the old motorhome breaker box, and you might have to pull out the power converter and stuff. So anyway, there'll be some like additional work adding the RV5 to a pre-existing RV electrical system. So I'm sure you'll figure it all out, but it's still a good job. So I'm glad that worked out, man. All right, what else we got? What else we got? By the way, e-bike van life, you should definitely make a video out of that, for your channel, and then get her in the thumbnail. So if you can do a thumbnail with like her RV and maybe like she's holding, maybe you're holding the RV5 or she's holding the RV5 and you and her in the thumbnail, I think that'd be pretty fire. And I probably get a lot of traction on that. So I would definitely, if you can, I would definitely try to film not just a live stream, but I would try to film it and then edit it and like put out a regular published video of the RV5. And so I know it's going to be a little bit of a challenge because you're not 100% physically. I don't know if maybe you could get King or Colin or somebody to help you film. I don't know. Or maybe she'll help you. She knows how to film. I don't know. But that's just my suggestion. If you can, try to make a regular published video for that and put it on your channel. E-Bike Van Life says the fans look slick. I love those fans. They're so cool. And they're super quiet. I turned them on all the way up to full blast and it's like whisper quiet. So those fans, those AC Infinity fans, they're designed to go like in media cabinets, like in a home, like a home theater setup. So they're very quiet because you don't want to hear them while you're watching a TV or a movie. So they're very, very whisper quiet. Very happy with them. On Track Chronicles likes it, says it looks sick. Geek with social skills, where you been? Been busy with work stuff. Geek says cabinet looks great. Marcus Allen loves the setup. Reza Hosseini says that's a beautiful cabinet and fans, almost like a gaming PC. It is almost like a gaming PC. Robin's here. Hello, Robin. Happy to see you. Robin's very active in the comments on my published videos. I appreciate Robin. She says, nice job. Thank you, Robin. Brian Hatcher says it's impressive. Wait till it's done, man. It's going to look a lot even better. Omni Vegas says, I noticed you haven't put the cabinet door on since last live stream. Yeah, dude, I knocked it off and now it's way down the list. Fixing that cabinet door, it's so far down the list. Who knows when that's going to happen? Who knows? Definitely after all this is done. Probably after the countertop even. Omni Vegas says, build is looking amazing. Melody Heart likes the black brushed metal on the cooling fans. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Party mode in the electrical cabinet, says memes 2KU. Easy B says, I would have made that shelf in there out of some kind of screen to allow for more heat to escape. That's an idea, man, absolutely. So that whole shelf for the above the RV5, it's only 16 inches deep. And the cabinet is 21 inches deep. So the whole width of the cabinet, there's a 5-inch gap at the back above the cooling fan. So the whole cooling fan for the RV5 is completely unobstructed. And then we have the power vent on top. So it'll all work out, man. But yeah, you definitely could have used some kind of screen to just make it even better airflow. But we'll see. I have the cooling fans with the temperature sensor. So we'll monitor and see how it works out. And if it ends up getting just too hot in there, then yeah, maybe we'll make an adjustment. Kind of looks like a rave going on in the battery chamber. John C. Yeah, I hear it, man. It's a little bit of a rave. Omni Vegas says, I think you should put your weather station on the right side of your sink, not right behind it. Yeah, that's a good idea. I could do that. I could put the station on the side. I might do that. I might do that. On my last build, though, the weather station was right behind the sink. And, you know, it worked out okay. It's just nice that, you know, like when you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you look in the mirror, and then you see the weather station right there below it, rather than, otherwise you have to kind of turn your head. I mean, it's not a big deal, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Dinah Sailor wants to try a sweet potato at home. You should. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Tater is male. You know, I don't know. I don't know what tater is. Are there genders to potatoes? I guess. Oh yeah, I did call him Mr. Potato, so I guess he is a man. He is a male. Mr. Potato. Mr. Potato, I feel like Mr. Potato rolls off the tongue better than Mrs. Potato. Mr. Potato. Wasn't Mr. Potato Head? Wasn't that a man? Mr. Potato Head? Anyway, I don't know. It's a man. We decided it right here, folks. Cabinets are looking awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Ben E. Powers says, when are you doing a meetup in Phoenix? My girlfriend and I want to dance salsa in your rig. There's definitely enough space for some salsa dancing right in the back. I'll do a Phoenix meetup when I head north for the summer. So I don't know when. Maybe April. Probably sometime around April. I'll do a meetup in Phoenix. Diana Sailor says, I'm wearing Nomad Brad Box and Brats meetup shirt today. I appreciate it, Diana, showing the true support. I appreciate you. Vitor is here. How's it going, Brad? It's going good, man. I'm happy to be here tonight. Donkey to Dawn is in the chat. What's up, Donkey? I haven't seen Donkey around in a bit. Happy to have you back, brother. Happy to have you back. It's like a missing tooth, gives it character. I hear it, man. I'll take it. Any travel plans east? No, I have no plans to go east. Ever. I mean, really, from Arizona, I'll go north sometimes. Idaho, Montana, Colorado, Utah. There's so much to see up there, and then the West Coast. I don't have any plans to go east anytime soon. Stephen P. Wilkes says you've come a long way since the meetup in San Diego. Yes, the box truck looks so much different. We didn't have half of this stuff in San Diego. No cabinets, no cabinet faces, no Wonder Oven, none of the electrical stuff. Didn't have the bench. Woo, we're cruising right along. Didn't have the TV up. We're making moves. Making moves, baby. Melody Hart says those fans are a definite must. You have to keep that heat moving. Absolutely. I saw a guy in your window. Was it a Nomad? Was it Nomad Brad in the window? Kim Rice says no cooking tonight. We might do some cooking, Kim, if we have time. It looks like we'll have time to do some cooking tonight. I wasn't sure. I whipped through the electrical stuff pretty quick, so we'll probably cook something here in a minute after I go through the chat. I have some potato wedges that I think I'm gonna make some fries again. I want to try it again with some cornstarch. I borrowed some cornstarch from the house, and if you dust them in cornstarch, I think they get a little extra crispy. So I might try to make some fries again, and I want to make some more some more of that fermented apples, because the brine from the apples was delicious. I was drinking it like crazy, so I'm gonna make some more. Marcus says the folding bed makes the truck look super roomy. It does. I know. I love the folding bed a lot. And the benefit too is just that if you do the folding bed instead of the elevator bed, then you still have your full ceiling height. And I'm able to have all these upper cabinets because I have a Murphy bed. If I had an elevator bed, I wouldn't be able to have any upper cabinets. So that would all be wasted space. And when the bed was motored up, I would lose a foot of ceiling height. So I really wanted to keep it open in here. And I achieved my goal. I can't even touch the ceiling, so it feels big and roomy. You lose a little more wall space than if you had an elevator bed, but I like the Murphy bed a lot. I think it's the way to go. I really do. I like it. I think it just feels extra roomy in here. What else we got here? Omni Vegas says, literally one of my favorite things about your channel is not only is it entertaining, it's educational. I learned how to do all the electrical just from watching your videos. Heck yeah, dude. I'm happy to hear that. That's my goal, is just to help people out, encourage folks, that want to get in on the lifestyle and that don't exactly know what they're doing. So I'm glad you're finding it entertaining and informative. That's my goal. Hit both sides. We got AJ in the chat. I was just hanging with AJ and Chrissy down in Schoolypalooza. Oh, they're still at Schoolypalooza 2026. They're keeping it going. They're still partying in the desert. I was there for 10 days, and then I had to come back and start, working on the build. But Schoolypalooza, it goes a long time. When I got there, I was pretty early, but there was already people that had been there for at least a week. And then I was there 10 days, and then there will be people there for probably at least another 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. So you can kind of come and go whenever you want. You don't have to just go for one little sliver. We got Frankie and Alex in the chat. What's up, Frankie and Alex? Happy to see you. Says, hey, hope you're doing well. Glue a thin sheet of aluminum on the backsplash. I do need to do that, yeah. Make a jump seat for when it's folded up. Yeah, Olivia, I agree. I am going to make a bench for the Murphy bed, so when it's folded up, there'll be additional seating. It's on the list. I just haven't got to it yet, but that is a plan for sure. My bus should be near ready by April. There you go. Hell yeah. Time to hit the road, Olivia. Did you add a fan to the oven compartment? Not yet. I need to. I need another one of those AC Infinity fans. Those are badass. Olivia says, I'm in Scottsdale, Paradise Valley. Yeah, Olivia's in Arizona. Donkey to Dawn, join Silver Nomad. Thank you, Donkey. I appreciate you. Steve McRage says, new follower. Thank you for sharing your beautiful life with us. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. Setup looks great. All right, cool. So we got to the bottom of the chat, and maybe we'll do some cooking. Really quick, for those of you that are coming in late, I'll show you what we did. Just a quick overview. Did the electrical cabinet, put a face on it, cut in a plexiglass view window, cut in a little vent at the bottom for fresh airflow to get sucked in. We got the Blue Eddy RV5 in there. We got some LED lights pumping, kind of give it a little effect. And then up here we got our RV5 touch controller, flush mounted in. We got a set of AC fans that run on a thermostat, so when it gets hot in the compartment, the fans will kick on, suck all the hot air out. And also, if you open the door, we have a little shelf in there as well. So we got a shelf, we can put stuff down in there and, you know, do some charging, all kinds of stuff. So that was the main update for tonight. That's what we did over the last couple days. And the next project, probably tomorrow, we'll start working on the upper cabinets. We'll get those closed in. And the lower cabinet is going to get blue trim on it, kind of to match that one. So that'll kind of fancy it up a little bit to get some trim. Anyway, so that's what we're up to. That's the new stuff. That's the new stuff. Making moves, crossing things off the list. That's what it's all about. Just trying to get it done, trying to get out of here in a timely manner this year. I don't want to be stuck here doing build projects when it's 100 degrees every day. That's too much, man. Too much heat. I can't handle the heat. All right, here we go. Omni Vegas says, I noticed some people that do builds hide their electrical cabinet, but I love that you have a window. Yeah, I did a view window on my last box truck. I like it. I mean, especially the RV5, the Blue Eddy. It's a cool looking system. The batteries look good. The power system looks good. There's not a bunch of crazy wires scattered all over the place. So I like to show it off. I think it's just a little, you know, it's kind of a cool little thing to look at and a little point of interest. So I like it. I like to show off the handiwork. And in all fairness, too, in a lot of vehicles, especially like vans for van life, there's just not a lot of room. So you can't dedicate a bunch of space to electrical like you can if you have a box truck. So I understand why people, because usually like in vans and sprinters and transits, the electrical is all hidden like underneath the bed, because that's just, you know, you don't have that much room. So that's kind of where it ends up at. But for most build outs, the electrical is like one of the most expensive parts of the job. So it's kind of cool to show it off, you know, if you got good components, why not? Why not show it off? So we're gonna do some potatoes. These guys are getting kind of old anyway, so it's time to cook them up. Hopefully Mr. Potato doesn't get scared. I'm cooking his cousins. And then also we're gonna make that fermented apple again. I'm gonna add more salt this time. Last time, I don't think I used enough salt, although it was still good. All right, so we need the air fryer basket. The air fryer basket. And I'm gonna have to look up a recipe. So I have this cornstarch we're gonna use. We're gonna try this out. I'm pretty sure you just toss the spices in a little Rubbermaid with the cornstarch. I think that's how you do it. So we're gonna need, I bought some other stuff. What did I get? We got paprika and we got garlic powder. So we'll use cornstarch and garlic powder and paprika on the potatoes. And then I need a Tupperware to toss them in. We'll do this. And I'm just gonna leave the skins on the potatoes, but I should wash them first. I wonder how many potatoes I can do. I can do quite a few, it looks like. Maybe like that. Let me bring you guys a little bit closer so you can see, you can get down in the action here. Let me bring you guys into the action. Let's see, we'll put you over here this time. Put you over on this side. I really need to figure out some kind of like camera mounting over on this side of the box, something a little more permanent. I might have to put some little mount points on the wall or something. Let's try this. Let's see how that looks. Let's see. Let's hold on. Let me get this angle right. Let's try that. See how that works. I got you guys on the forward-facing camera, so the image is not flipped. Whew. Watch out. Although it looks like the camera's not quite level. There we go. Let's try that. Let's try that. So I'm just going to kind of wash these a little bit, rinse them off. The potatoes. And I think I'll just dry them with this cloth. Let me put the lemon and the apple to the side. We'll go like this. And then we'll see how many we can fit on this rack. Let's see. I can't. Let's see. Skeptical Mom says coat them in olive oil first. Okay, that's a good suggestion. Thank you. I'm going to do that. I'm going to coat them in olive oil. The skin on the potato has oxalates. I don't know what that is. Needs a fat pinch of salt. Yeah, you're right about that. Okay. All right. So we're just going to chop these up. I'm just going to do kind of like wedges, I guess. What is that? That's like home fry? Is that home fries? Where it's like a French fry, but it's not, you know, it's like a wedge. I think that's called a home fry. Anyway, that's what we're aiming for here. That's what we're aiming for. Chop, chop, chop. Chop. All right. Go like this. Actually, I might have washed way too many potatoes. Once you cut them up, they really, you kind of lose they take up more space, I guess I should say. Go like that. You guys see that? Yeah, a little bit. Now I have to like look backwards. I wish I could figure out how to make the camera not reversed when I have it in selfie mode, because then I can see the chat. I can't see the chat right now, so hopefully you guys are doing good there. I need to I don't know, I got to figure out something else. Maybe I need, well, you know what I need is I need to use a different camera for the live stream, and then I can monitor the iPhone to see the chat. I guess I have to get another camera. I don't know what's happening. We'll figure something out. I gotta definitely step it up before I start traveling this summer, because we're gonna be doing a lot of cooking, a lot of live streams, and so I gotta do something better than this. Something better than this. Okay, here we go. That looks pretty good. We'll do like maybe one more. Do one more. That looks pretty good. I think that'll probably be it. That's a lot of fries anyway. I don't need to eat a ton of fries. So here we go. This is what we got. Those are the fries we're going to cook tonight, the home fries. And so now I'm going to put together the seasoning in the Tupperware. Oh, the Tupperware's got the potatoes in it. Okay. Let me wipe this out. And then olive oil was the suggestion from Skeptical Mom. Is that who it was? You can wirelessly display your TV. Oh. Yeah, I could do the TV. I wonder if I could read the chat from the TV. Should we try the TV and see what happens? That might be kind of cool. Let's try the TV. Hold on. Thank you, Olivia. That's a good suggestion. Let's see. What do we got? How do we do this? Pull this big mamma jamma off the wall. Oops. That's why I bought this huge arm. Look at this thing. It's ridiculous. Whoa. Look at that. How crazy is that? By the way, this TV is so cool. The remote has like a built-in mouse. And it has voice search. Watch this. If we go search. What is this? Make your voice search better for everyone by saving audio. No. Hold on. Uh-oh, what happened? I lost it. Nomad Brad. There it is. Look at that. We got it. No, I don't want to do a software update. Hold on. Hold on. Technology is fighting. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is the live stream. Who is this guy? Have you guys seen these? This is how much money Nomad Brad makes on YouTube. That's a lie. They have no idea how much money I make. I've watched those before. Okay. Here's the live stream. Well, I gotta mute the TV. We don't want any feedback. Oh, that's weird. Look at that. It's like a picture-in-picture. That's too much. That's too much. Oh my goodness. So that works. I think I'll try that to read the chat. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I can't see the chat. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. I think maybe I can do it here. Live chat. Successfully connected. Okay. Oh, there it is. I gotta put my glasses on now. Turn on the chat on the TV. Display from computer, not camera. Oh, I see what you're saying, Olivia. That's a good idea. But this works. I can see that. That's good. Okay, we got it. We're in business. Here we go. We're in business. Oh, that's pretty nice. I like that. Dang, that looks good. What is that, 4K? Is that 4K? Let's go. Wow, I need to brush my hair. Okay, all right, here we go. We're back to making stuff now. Okay, so we got the potatoes. We're gonna put them in here. We're gonna put some olive oil on it to try to get them all sticky. Oh man, I love this. This is so cool. Donald Frazier says Nomad isn't rich or he'd be done with the build by now. That's true. Yeah, if I was rich, I would just hire a bunch of people to do it. I mean, I would still work on it, but I would definitely hire help. Get it done faster. All right, so we got, I guess you can't really see that, but we drizzled some olive oil on them. So we got that. And then, okay, so now we got to put on the cornstarch. I don't know about quantity. Ooh, I think that's too much olive oil. It's looking a little soupy. I think that's too much. Oh well. Dang. Okay. So we'll put some cornstarch on here. I think this is how you do it. Oof. Right? You just like powder it on. Oh my goodness. What the heck? The game's shooting out at me. Oh my goodness. I don't know how much to use. This is already gonna be crazy. Man, this looks like a real kitchen now. There's like flour all or cornstarch all over. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What have I done? What have I done? Okay, garlic powder. Garlic powder. I feel like last time we needed more seasoning. I think I went kind of light with it. Paprika. Oh, look at that TV. That was looking so good. I saw Winnie the Pooh at Schoolie Palooza. AJ saw me in I had a Winnie the Pooh onesie that I wore one night. I went dancing in it. It was pretty fun. All right, paprika. A tablespoon of cornstarch. I definitely put in more than a teaspoon. I definitely put in more than a teaspoon. Okay, let me try this. Let me get all the cornstarch off of it though. It's like all over the edge. It totally exploded out at me. I don't understand what happened. I guess I should have used like a scooper instead of pouring it in. Okay. All right, let's try this and see how we do. We got a lot of olive oil, so that should coat it up. Shaking myself to death. Okay, okay. That looks good. I mean, the potatoes now, you can definitely tell the potatoes have like a texture on them. I don't know if you can see that on the TV, but yeah, you can. They have like a texture now where it looks definitely a little better. I think what I'm going to do is this extra cornstarch that just exploded, I'm just going to push that in because otherwise it's going in the trash anyway. So I'll push that in here and then we'll shake it again and I think we're good. There's definitely plenty of paprika in here now. We don't got to worry about that. All right, so we put a little more starch in there. We'll put the lid on, shake it up. I wonder if I should salt them. Should I salt them before I cook them or should I salt them after? All the dry ingredients together in a bowl or a baggie, then put potatoes in after the oil is on them. Oh, that's a good idea. Ooh! Yeah, I could have tossed these in a like a Ziploc. Yeah, John says add salt. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Yeah, so I'll put salt in also. Let me put that away. That's probably distracting for you guys. Okay. Salt. So we got this is the mom's sea salt from France. We'll use some of this. Man, these are looking good. Okay. Salt. Fat pinch of salt. Fran can cook. Where's Fran tonight? Texture looks good. Melody likes the texture. Salt before and a bit after. Yeah, definitely salt after for sure. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, cool. So that looks good now. We got a good texture going. All the cornstarch mixed in. So I'm going to place the potatoes onto this air fry rack. Oh, you know what else I'm going to buy? I'm going to get some tongs. I don't have any tongs. So I'll order some tongs so I can place my potatoes strategically. Very strategically. Bam, bam, bam. What else do we have to eat? I have some cucumber salad. I might have some of that too. I mean, you know, when you're a nomad, you don't really get full meals, you know, because you know, you can't cook everything all at once. You don't have a bunch of pots and pans, so it's like, you know, home fries and cucumber salad is perfectly a good nomad dinner for me. I had eggs and beef for breakfast as per usual. That was delicious. But yeah, I think we'll just do these home fries and some cucumber salad for dinner. It'd be all right. I do have some ground beef, and I have a couple sausages, but I don't know what I would do to that. If I had a bigger oven, I could cook, something else at the same time. I could probably cook like some beef at the same time. Although the beef is already cooked, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm just out here trying to live. I'm just out here in my box truck trying to live. E-Bike Van Life says, what's the advantage of using cornstarch? So I've never done this before, but I read on the internet, they said if you add cornstarch, I think like when you bake them up, it gives it a little bit of like a crispy texture, is what I kind of understood from the internet. So and when I did my sweet potato fries last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever that was, I noticed they were a little flimsy, right? Like they didn't have that kind of that solid crunch to them. So I think maybe the cornstarch helps with that a little bit, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not a chef, but I play one on the internet. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Got the potatoes all lined out. Then we'll fire up the Wonder Oven. Oh, so we'll be able to test that RV5 inverter tonight because the cabinet with the cooling fans, because this Wonder Oven pulls like 1,500 watts. It's a monster. And so that RV5 is going to heat up when I'm pulling a bunch of power from it. So we'll see how that cooling system does. I'm sure it'll get hot enough the fans will kick on. And then I always try, like when I'm cooking, I always try to rinse my stuff right away, at least put water in it so it doesn't, get all crusty. Because, we don't have a dishwasher. I'm the dishwasher. We don't have a dishwashing machine. And I don't want to have to soak a bunch of, containers in my sink. So that's one thing I try to do, is just at least rinse containers when I'm done with them. Okay, so we got the potatoes on the rack, looking pretty good, pretty good. So now we gotta get over to the Wonder Oven, and I don't have the exhaust fans for the Wonder Oven yet, but it'll be okay. It worked out fine last time. Let me double check the cook times. I think it said I was supposed to like flip them. I think I was supposed to flip them like midway between. Let's see. Wonder Oven. Okay. Cook at 400 for 18 to 20 minutes. Arrange the potatoes in a single layer. So this doesn't say to shake them or to turn them over. Avoid overcooking. Clean. Yeah, it doesn't say to flip them. So maybe because these are like wedges instead of fries, you don't have to flip them. So that's what I'll do. I won't flip them. So let's check the temperature in the cabinet before we start. Now we have our temperature sensor down in there. So we can see it's 74.3 degrees in the cabinet, 63 degrees outside. And we'll check the fan up here just to confirm. So that says 77 degrees on this display. And what's interesting is the temperature sensor for the fan controller is up at the top of the cabinet versus down at the bottom where the weather station, where the weather station is. So it must be a little warmer at the top. So it's set up that at 85 degree cabinet temperature, the fans should kick on. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We got the Wonder Oven. We're gonna do air fry, and we're gonna do 400, and we'll preheat it. Let's see. So we take out the wire rack, and I have the drip tray in here, so we're good to go. So let's go ahead and fire this up. Let's also check our power level before we start. 89% battery. We're using 278 watts right now between everything going on in here. The TV, the laptop is charging, the lights, the color lights, the overhead lights. I can hear the toilet fan running. The fridge The fridge is off right now. So just so you know, using 269 watts, 89% battery, let's go. Let's go ahead and heat this thing up, preheat it a little bit. Let me put this wire rack away. All right, and let's see how we're doing. Look at that. It already jumped up 1,684 watts. So yeah, that Wonder Oven is pretty power hungry. Okay, here we go. Look at that TV. I love it. It's so cool. I can see the chat. Thank you, Melody Hart, for the super chat. Marshall's shopping trip for cooking stuff. Lots of sales going on. Thank you, Melody. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. So the Wonder Oven's heating. This is going to be good to go as soon as it heats up. What did you guys say? Should I take these fries out halfway through and flip them over? Yeah, if you guys missed the beginning of the live stream, go back and watch the replay. And I explained everything that we did over the last 2 days. Me and Nomad Dad worked on getting the electrical cabinet all set up. So go back and watch the replay. The electrical cabinet and the cooling fans. And I'm pretty happy with it. It looks good. 1,656 watts still on the Blue Eddy. That thing is so sweet. I love it. 77 degrees inside the electrical cabinet. Just wipe all this goop off, all the paprika goop. Yes, thank you, sweet Melissa, for the donation. I appreciate it. I will put that to good use. I will get some tongs. I'm going to get some tongs for cooking things and some other stuff. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Missed the super, didn't I? I think I just, is there a second one? What's happening? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, wait, there's two. Hold on. I think I got it confused. Okay, I'm sorry. I was confused. Melody Hart with a super chat for the Marshall's shopping trip. Thank you, Melody Hart. I appreciate you. I appreciate the support. And then Melissa was a different one. Sweet Melissa with the super chat for tongs. Thank you, sweet Melissa. I appreciate the support. I'm going to get some badass tongs. That is a very generous donation. I will get some fancy Nomad Brad tongs for the next video so we can cook things properly here in this tiny home on wheels. All right, so that's good. This is ready to go. I'm gonna put these potatoes away. We're done with these for tonight. And I feel like the Wonder Oven, heats up pretty. Is that another super chat? What's happening? Sweet Melissa with another super chat for other things. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. You're too kind. You're too kind. I appreciate you. I appreciate the support. I'm happy you guys are enjoying the content, and I'm happy you find it entertaining, but also informative. The building videos and the electrical videos are informative. You can learn what to do, but the cooking videos are informative in another way. You can learn what not to do. So we got all the bases covered. Okay, so the power dropped down on the Wonder Oven. So I think that means it reached temperature. Now it's only 300 watts. So we're gonna put these in to the oven. I would show you guys, but I need all my hands for this. So I'm just gonna slide them in. There it goes, close it up. Oh, and I have the gloves. I got the gloves from Diana Sailor, our ever faithful moderator, the oven gloves. So we'll put these to work when we pull out that hot tray. Okay, let me check the timer. Now let me go back to 10 minutes. Now that it's preheated, air fry 400. Okay, so we're gonna go 10 minutes. I think the recipe was 18, wasn't it? 18 to 20 minutes is the total cook time. So I don't know, we'll do 10 minutes and then we'll see what happens. How about that? How about that? See what happens. Let's put the salt away. put the cornstarch away. I like to clean up as I'm cooking. It makes things so much better. What not to do. I'm truthful here. I'm truthful, you know, what not to do. Don't open the cornstarch and try to pour it out. It'll be an explosion. That's a tip from old Nomad Brad. First time I ever used cornstarch today. Okay. Or I should say, today is the first time I've ever used cornstarch. That's the appropriate way to say it. So while the fries are cooking, I'm going to cut up the apples, and we're gonna make more fermented apples. So what was really interesting is I made that batch of fermented apples a few weeks ago, and I did it for the apples, right? Because I wanted to taste them. The apples themselves, they were good, but they weren't like super exciting, you know, but I think they're healthy for you. So I ate them, but what was actually surprising is the brine solution you soak them in, which was basically salt water and lemon juice. It actually absorbed a lot of the apple flavor, and it like borderline fermented. The brine itself had almost like a carbonation to it. And so after I ate all the apples, I was like, well, I wonder what'll happen if I drink the brine. So I tasted it, and it was delicious. And I was like, this is actually, it's almost like a kombucha, but it tastes better. Kombucha's kind of funky, but the brine from the apples was really, really tasty. So anyway, I want to have more of that available to me. It's delicious. Okay, so we got this spot cleaned up. I'm gonna have to vacuum later. There's cornstarch all over the place. Okay, so we got this. Let's do the apples. We got the jar. I already washed this out. It's a little spotted. The water down here in Yuma it's super hard water. So all your glass gets water, like mineral deposits, but it is clean. I promise it's clean. So we're gonna do this. I think I need a couple apples, I'm pretty sure. And another thing is on the fermented apples, I diced them into like little cubes, but this time I'm going to just cut them into like big slices. There's really no reason to make them so small. So that's what we're gonna do. Apple hooch, I like it. Yeah, apple hooch, let's go. Let's go, dude. I'm pretty sure if I just kept it fermenting, at some point I would have hard apple cider. I don't know how that all works, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I'd get there eventually. All right. So we're just gonna do, if you guys, yeah, you can stay. We're gonna do one of these things like this. Then I'm just gonna cut it into like sections here. By the time you ferment it and it gets all soft, the little cubes are like, it's too difficult to eat. You have to like fish them out with a fork. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So I think these longer sections will be a lot more manageable. Easier to dig them out. Dig them out, dig them out. How are we looking? 1600 watts, the Wonder Oven ramped back up. It's still only 77 degrees in the electrical cabinet. I'm surprised. I thought it would heat up a lot faster. So that's good news. Even though the cooling fans aren't even on yet, it's still a reasonable temperature. I gotta say, the cooling fans that are built into that RV5 are probably the best cooling fans I've ever seen on a power inverter. They're way better than the single fan that was on my SunGold power inverter. This has 3 huge fans. They move a lot of air. So Blue Eddy really did a good job when they designed this. Like, you could tell they put a lot of care into it and like consideration. It's a badass system. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, now let's see. Now we got to figure out the water and the salt. Oh, we got to think back. Think back. Apple bits. Oh, that's a good apple. This is a Honeycrisp. So good. Okay. Let's see. Let me look this up. Man. We got so much technology going on tonight between the TV and the laptop and all this stuff. The RV5 with the touchscreen with the Wonder Oven. I feel like I'm living in the year 2030. This is pretty cool. All right. Let's see. What does it say? Fermented apple recipes. Two to three firm apples, 1 to 2 teaspoons of unrefined sea salt, 1 cup of filtered water. Man. Okay, so I'm just gonna start packing the apples into the container right here. We're gonna see what we end up with. Oh, I remember what we did last time. What we did is we filled the apples in the container, and then we put in water, and then we poured the water back out so we could measure it. I can't really think of a better way to do it because you can't know really how much water is it. Well, I guess if we slowly add water, we could do it that way. If we just slowly add it over time, that might be the way to do it. I need another apple though. Okay. So that first apple was a Honey Crisp. These are actually my favorite. These are Cosmic Crisp. So you'll notice it's a little bit darker, but for some reason I prefer the Cosmic Crisp to the Honey Crisp. I mean, it's all good, but yeah, if you guys haven't tried the Cosmic Crisp apple, you should give it a try. Yes, Melody Heart. I did add lemon juice. Thank you. I will be adding lemon juice. I am streaming with Starlink. Starlink Internet is how I'm broadcasting to you from my tiny home on wheels. Stream is crispy AF. Thank you. I know. I'm watching it on my TV right now. Look at this. 48-inch LG OLED television. Look how crispy that is. 4K. I can't believe it. I never watch my videos on that big TV, so I never realized how good they look. But this live stream coming from the iPhone is pretty incredible. That's just from the YouTube app on the iPhone, which is awesome. All right, we're looking good. Technology is amazing. It's amazing. Think about like 20 years ago, 30 years ago when they were doing cooking shows like Martha Stewart. They had to have like a full camera crew and sound people with like microphones, multiple cameras. They had to film it all and then go back and edit everything. I mean, they put in a lot of time and money. And here I am with an iPhone just winging it inside of a box truck. Man, what a time to be alive. Martha Stewart would be jealous of how seamless this is. Okay, I think we're good. So that's what we got for the apples in the jar. Man, those fries are looking crispy already. Look at these fries. It's only been 10 minutes. Look at that. I feel like I should, that timer's gonna go off in about a minute. I feel like I should test one. They look super crispy. Okay, lemon, apple, apple. $78 degrees inside the electrical cabinet. Slowly climbing. I'll be pretty impressed if I can cook, if I can bake all these fries without the cooling fans even turning on. That's pretty sweet. Okay, we got a lemon. I'm gonna get something to measure the water. One cup of filtered water. Just so I know how much we're putting in. I feel like maybe a cup will fit. Hold on, let me find my measuring cup. I have a 1 cup measuring cup somewhere. Everything got redistributed when I redid my kitchen here. What is this? I'm not sure what my 1 cup is, but this is a 1/3 cup, so we'll just go with this for now. I think, I guess I'll just put the water and the salt and the lemon in and then just shake it up. Should be fine. Okay. So 3 of these will be 1 cup. 1, 2. Oh, wow. We got a long way to go. 3. That's 1 cup. I got to find my 1 cup measuring for next time. 1, 2, 3. That's 2 cups. 1, 2. Ooh, that's going to be about perfect. 3 cups is perfect. 3. So that was 1.5 apples, and we're a little extra. I don't think I want to put this in. It's going to be too much water. So that was like 2 2/3 of a cup. Okay, and then we got the lemon. I'm just going to squeeze that in. Squeeze it in, squeeze it in. How you guys doing? John C., he's exotic looking. We knew it was him from 100 feet away. You guys talking about me? John C. says, good thing it wasn't 1/8 of a cup. I know, dude. That 1/3 cup. Okay, so the timer just went off on the fries. I think I'm going to pull one out and just check it. Let's check on the Blue Eddy. 84% battery. I think we started with 89%. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, so the lemon is in there. Let me get a fork and we'll test out these fries. See what's going on. Oh, I can hear them sizzling. So if you look at that, e-bike van life, if you can see like the texture on the potato, I think that texture, let me see if I can get that to focus. Let me hide my face. See if this helps. The texture on the potato, is that doing anything? I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Okay, it's not focusing. Anyway, the texture on the potato, I think that's the cornstarch. So we're going to try this out. It's probably hot, huh? Is it lava? That's pretty hot. Let me cut it in half and see what happens. We're experimenting. Okay. It's pretty still moist on the inside. It's hot though. I don't know why it's not focusing. But it still looks pretty like raw on the inside. I guess you can see that. But you can see the outside, right? Has like that kind of crispy. So I think that's from the cornstarch. Anyway, okay, here we go. Lava, lava. Ooh, that's good. You know what it reminds me of? If you guys ever had JoJo's, which is like a potato wedge. We used to get them at the hot case at Safeway, like in the deli section. They're called JoJo's, but they're just potato wedges that are like deep fried. That's what this kind of tastes like. So it's pretty good, but I definitely want to cook it more. So yeah. Alicia says another 10 minutes. Okay, so where are we at? We got to redo the potatoes. Do I need to turn them over? I don't think I do. I'm not gonna do it. I refuse to rotate the potatoes. We're gonna wind it up for another. It said 18 to 20. Let's go 18. I don't want to overcook these bad boys. I mean 8. We already did 10. So we'll go 8. Okay. So let's try that. We'll see what happens. Let's put the garlic away. And the paprika away. And the olive oil away. Cleaning as we go so we don't have a fat mess when we're done. Put the lemon away. Oh, here's my cucumber salad. I feel like I can't just eat French fries for dinner. So we're gonna have some of this. You guys see me make this all the time. It's just cucumbers, oil, vinegar, and salt. It's delicious. I should put some lemon in it. That'd probably be tasty, actually. Let's go with the lemon. With the lemon. Ooh, I forgot. Where are we at on the apples? We gotta add salt still. Okay, there's a lot going on here. I'm trying to keep track of it all. 10 minutes, definitely half cooked. Keep an eye, you don't want any smoke. I definitely don't want any smoke. Buck Calkins says, when you finish your box truck, are you going to reopen your solar business? Yeah, you know, so here's the thing. When I refinish the box truck, I'm going up to Oregon. I'm going to go travel in it. You know, I haven't really been able to travel in this thing because I've just been building it. So I'm going to spend summer traveling through Oregon. And then I'm going to come back down to Arizona again next winter. So it's possible that I'll be able to do some solar work next winter. But I know that's a long ways off. But that's just, you know, that's all I can do, man. So I don't know for sure. But if I do solar, again, it won't be until next winter. I can't build this thing and then not go travel in it. That would be a shame. We're adding lemon juice to the cucumbers. But you can hire e-bike van life to do your solar. He's available. Fry's gonna burn? No, come on, Bandit. They ain't gonna burn. Come on, man. Pinch of salt. Let's go. Yeah, the HOH Forest. That's the one up in Washington, right? I went there before. It was beautiful. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, yes, fat pinch of salt, according to Fran Can Cook. All right, so we got some lemon juice. How much salt? I never know. It says 1 to 2 teaspoons. What is this? This is a half teaspoon of salt. That looks like a lot. Let's see. I think I have a regular salt jar here. Here we go. So I'm thinking at least 1 teaspoon. At least. Jeez. Sheesh. So that's like a heaping. So this is a half teaspoon measuring cup. So we're going to put in that one. And then we'll put in one more. That'll be 1 teaspoon. So there's 1 teaspoon of salt. It says 1 to 2, but also it says for 3 to 4 apples. But then it says 1 cup of water, but we use like 2 2/3 of water. I don't know what's happening. We'll just try a teaspoon. I feel like that might be more than we did last time. I was struggling with that pinch of salt business. So I'm gonna kind of push these apples down. It's all salty on top now. We'll push these down. And the apples have to ferment for a week now. So tune in next Wednesday for the live stream and we'll try the apples. We'll see how we did, see if we did any better. I feel like I want more lemon juice. That's what I'm thinking. Let's put in this other piece of lemon. I don't think you can have too much lemon. We'll squeeze that in. Oof. There it is. Bam. Nice. Little lemon on top. Okay, there we go. I feel good about that. So that's it. The apples are done. I'm gonna shake them up. And then the process, 6 half teaspoons of salt. The process is you just let them sit at room temperature and then you have to burp them daily. Although, you know, when I did this last time, when I burped them, I never felt like there was any pressure relieved, you know, because this is a sealed container, but it never, you know, it never really burped. So I don't know, but we'll see what happens on this one. Either way, it was delicious. So I guess that's all that matters. Oh, I got a sneeze coming. I can feel it brewing. Woo! Oh, we got a sneeze. Kind of shake it up a little bit. Try to get that salt all mixed around. And the lemon juice, let's go. Let's go, dude. All right, there it is. Fermented apples. Now you're supposed to put a weight on top to hold the apples under the liquid, but I don't have a weight. I don't know what could I put in there to hold the apples down? A tablespoon of salt. A tablespoon? The internet said 1 to 2 teaspoons. Tablespoon sounds scary. A tablespoon? I don't know, dude. I mean, I could do more than a teaspoon. A piece of wood? I don't know if I want a piece of wood in there. I think I need something that's not going to like break down or contribute any flavor. It needs to be some kind of metal. Some kind of metal device. What do I have? What do I have? Do I have anything? Just put a pile of quarters on top. Use another little jar full if water to use as weight. Oh, what's up, Nicole? Happy to see you here. There's no room for another jar inside. Shot glass. E-bike says something plastic. Whoa. I got keys. I got quarters. Something glass would be good. Well, I might just have to do it next time. I can't really think of anything. I have this. I have this little food scraper. I wonder if that would... That might work. Oh, I think that might work. Look at this. So that sits on top, and then when I put the lid on, it pushes it down. Look at that. I think that'll work. Nicole says yes. So we'll go with that. We'll put that little food scraper in there. There it is. Look at that. We're figuring stuff out. It even matches the apples. It's red on red. Let's go, dude. I don't have any shot glasses. I'm not a drinker. Not opposed to drinking. I just don't enjoy it anymore. So I don't have any shot glasses. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay, let's clean up a little bit. How we doing? We got, ooh, the fries are almost done. Oh, they're looking super crispy. Yeah, the power dropped on the Wonder Oven. It's not pulling anything in. Temperature in the electrical cabinet is up to 79 degrees. Our set point for the cooling fans is 85, so we're not even going to activate the cooling fans. That is pretty incredible. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, lemon in the fridge. Let's put this thing away. Oh, this was with the measuring cup. The third measuring cup. 1/3 measuring cup. Upside down drinking glass. Slice of lemon on top. That's a good idea, David. A flat rock? Yeah, a rock would be a good idea. I like the idea of a rock. Maybe I actually have some rocks, but they're not very big. They're tiny. They'd probably fall down and get lost in the sauce. Okay. Okay, cool. So we got it. Apple goes back in the fridge. I'll eat that tomorrow. While I'm working on my upper cabinet, the apples, I put the apples in here. You're supposed to keep them out of direct sunlight. So I'm going to put them on this shelf, and then I'll remember to burp them because they're staring right at me. There we go. We got our apples. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. So we got our apples sitting right there. We'll try them out next Wednesday. We finished up with 83% battery charge. We started with 89. So it didn't really use too much of the battery bank. We're currently pulling 284 watts with all this stuff inside. You don't want plastic leaching into the apples. I hear you, man. I should probably try to find something different next time. And on the temperatures, 79 inside the electrical cabinet, and 85 is the set point. So the cooling fans didn't even activate. It didn't even get that hot in there. So that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. There we go. Okay. So we're looking good. The Wonder Oven is done. Let's pull these fries out, see how we did. Hopefully we did fantastic. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's see. Let's wipe off this knife. We'll do dishes in the morning, huh? I'm not worried about it. Although, since I kind of cleaned as I went, not too much of a mess. Let me shake up this lemon juice we added to our cucumber salad. We got to put on Diana's oven gloves so we can pull out these fries. Okay, here we go. Wiping it down, wiping the cutting board. Okay, get that lemon seed off there. And the apple stem, get it off. Get it off. There it is. There it is. Okay, got it, got it. Salt, here it is. Oh, there's more water. There's water everywhere. It's everywhere. Okay, here we go. Gloves, the oven gloves. Are there more super chats happening? What is going on? Sweet Melissa. Oh, I think we got another super chat from Sweet Melissa. Send me some subscribers. I have 2 weeks off. Where's the next meetup? I almost got married. Now I need to go somewhere away from the city. Thank you so much, Sweet Melissa. I appreciate the support. I don't know where you're located, but you should, I mean, if you're in Arizona, you should go to Schoolypalooza. It's still cranking. It's still cranking. And yeah, tell us your channel name and we'll go check. I think actually, I pulled up your channel a few weeks ago, didn't I? You were looking for help with a build out or something and you have a ProMaster tour on your channel. Is that you? Okay, here come the fries. Oh, baby. They definitely shrunk down a little bit, but look at that. Look at that. Good night, John C. Appreciate you being here, helping out with the moderation. I always appreciate John C. Seeing him in the chat, seeing him popping jokes. So here's the taters. See how we did. Get the potato crumbs off Diana's gloves here. Okay, we're in business. We're in business. What is this? Half teaspoon. That goes up here. Okay, let's see how we did on the potatoes. Arvine with Bandit says golden brown, good job. And Bandit, you were worried I was going to burn them. I don't think I burnt them at all. I think they look good. So they're just like a little bit golden brown. Oh, e-bike van life, no way. Oh my goodness. Sweet Melissa says, I'm from the Bay Area. I'd love to go there next week. Yeah, Melissa, go to Schoolypalooza. There's a lot of people out there. Check it out. Also, if I think you can can you drop a link in the chat? You put in your YouTube channel. Okay, here we go. We're going to try it out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So you know what? It's very much like a JoJo. That cornstarch, it's almost like a batter, like a little battered crust on the outside. Super tasty. Oh man. We taste the paprika and the garlic and the salt. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Now, Nomad Brad doesn't have any real plates. I need to have a plate. I have paper plates though. King Gamer gave me paper plates in San Diego. But I feel like, you know, if I feel like now I've graduated to a bigger box truck and I'm doing cooking videos, so I should probably own a plate. So I think I will take some of the wonderful donations tonight. We got the ketchup. I will take some of the wonderful donations tonight and I will get tongs and I will also get a plate. What's happening? Is this open? It's open. It's like, it's not coming out, but I feel like it's gonna just gush out all at once. I'm trying to be gentle with it. There we go. Ooh. We went to dinner last night and Carolyn gave me some sauce I was gonna use to dip in my potatoes, but I don't know what happened to it. That's okay. We're doing ketchup. Ketchup sauce is good. Let's see. Let's do this. All right, we got it. We're gonna feast on these potatoes. I wish you guys were here. We could share them. You guys could get in on the deliciousness that is the Wonder Oven air fried potatoes. I don't know what potatoes look like, fries look like if you make them in a regular oven. It's not an air fryer, but this is pretty impressive, I gotta say. Let's see, let's do this over the sink. And I'm just gonna wipe down the air fry rack really quick so that nothing sticks to it. And then we'll wash it after the show. After you guys are out of here and you go on to your regular scheduled business, I'll be in here cleaning, feeling like Cinderella, scrubbing and washing. Put my hair up in a bun. I do need a haircut though. I wanted to get a haircut at Schoolie Palooza, but I couldn't connect with the haircut lady. I talked to her and then I missed the appointment because it got super windy and I went back to my box truck. And then I tried to go back. I could never get a hold of her again. Anyway, it's all good. We'll get a haircut eventually. All right, here we go. We got the taters. Let's see. Let's move the computer. Move the computer like this. TV. Melody Hart says, I bet it smells good in the truck right now. It smells delicious. Desert Runner Rick says, put a little Tapatio in the ketchup. You won't regret it. I like spicy. Ha! Bill Johnson says, I'll be right over. Okay, here we go. All right, Desert Runner Rick, a.k.a. The Undertaker. I don't have Tapatio, but I have Cholula hot sauce. We'll put a dash. We'll put a dash in the potatoes, try it out. And I got to get my cucumber salad because I would feel guilty if I only ate potato fries for dinner. That's probably not a good choice. So let me move the camera here. Go something like this. Let's see. Boom, like that. Get it going like this. What do we got? Something like that. Something like that. That's a decent shot. Decent shot. Okay. Okay. E-Bike says, Rick, that's a pro tip. Man, I love this TV for the live stream. That's so cool. I'm going to push it back so it's not like... I feel like it's going to be distracting for you guys. Maybe not. I don't know. But I'll push it back anyway. Oh, bam. There it is. We did it. We did it. 82% battery. 79 degrees in the electrical cabinet. Very reasonable temperature. Very reasonable. Very reasonable. What else we got? Oh, Journey with Nicole with the super chat. Thank you so much, Journey with Nicole. She says, towards a cool plate. Thank you. I know I got to get a plate. I'll see if I can find one that has some orange on it. I might have to order it online. You know, if you want something cool and unique, you got to go on the internet. All right, so we got some Cholula. It ain't Tapatio, but it's hot sauce. We're gonna take Desert Runner Rick's suggestion, and we're gonna mix up some Cholula into the ketchup. We're gonna just kind of swizzle it up here. I'm gonna take off my microphone so you don't hear me chomping. Atik Ball 4844 says, I like the old box truck. It was more colorful. Well, you're gonna like this box truck too, because this box truck is gonna be more colorful. I just haven't got there yet. That's good. The ketchup is good with the hot sauce. You know what? It's almost a little tangy. It reminds me of cocktail sauce. It almost tastes like cocktail sauce. It's good though. Ooh, we need more salt. A little bit of salt. This is a huge pile of potatoes. I wish I had a juicy hamburger to go with this. That would be premium. That would be so good. A hamburger with these fries. Oh my goodness. I just gotta figure out how to make that happen. How could I cook a burger in here and fries at the same time? Well, I guess I could cook a burger on the skillet. RV with Bandit says we just need a crazy reverb moment to make this live stream complete. Oh man, this is so good. Okay, so we did it. The potatoes turned out awesome. We got the apples soaking, so tune in next week and we'll figure out how the apples turned out. And I have a whole bunch of recipes that I want to try out. Somebody driving by outside. When I was at Schoolie Palooza, I was talking with Chupacabra Adventures. He's another YouTuber. And he was telling me about a recipe for biscuits and gravy that sounds delicious. And he uses Italian sausage in his for the sausage in his gravy. It sounds so tasty. I'm gonna definitely try that out. I need a pellet grill. Oh my goodness. These fries are so good. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm cheating though, eating them with a fork. Alicia says she likes it. Wednesday live cooking with Nomad Brad. You got it. Diana Sailor says write down your recipes after your lives for a cookbook. That is my plan. So my plan is I'm going to go up to the Northwest this summer. I'm going to do a bunch of cooking, try out a bunch of stuff. And I'm going to try to make a recipe book. But what I want to do is I want to cook the recipes, you know, in cool locations and then get a bunch of like pretty photographs. And then when I make a cookbook, it'll have the recipes and then it'll also have like pictures of the location where I made them at. So it'll be like, you know, I don't know, Mount Hood, biscuits and gravy with like some pictures of the area and then maybe a picture of me cooking in the box truck. I don't know. I want to kind of break it up a little bit. Include stickers? You got it, bro. We'll put stickers in there. I want to have new stickers made for the new box truck, so we'll make that happen for sure. ND Blake says coat the inside of your copper bracelet with nail polish to keep it from turning your arm green. Yeah, I hear you. I could do that. But I think when you have raw copper on your skin, I think your body absorbs the copper. So I think it's good for you. If you put nail polish on it, then the copper doesn't touch your skin. I don't think it's like you don't get the health benefits. I know it looks a little funky, but I don't know, man. I'm trying to get the copper benefits, you know what I'm saying? But Calkin says, I want a coffee mug or a sweatshirt that says it's on the list. That is kind of my trademark. My trademark phrase because I have so many things to do and it's all on the list. Arvine with Bandit says your skin gets to absorb the nail polish though. Someone's asking about my mini split. If this mini split is better. Yeah, this mini split works better than my last one. For heating. For some reason, the heating on my previous mini split was not fantastic. This heating in here is awesome. I love it. In fact, I used it this morning. It gets cold. It was like, when I got up, it was in the low 40s. It was super cold out. So I ran the mini split for like 30 minutes, heated the whole place up. Omni Vegas says one day you'll find a Miss Nomad, and you're definitely gonna need to upgrade your kitchen utensils, plates, glasses, and stuff. Ah. Baking soda cleans copper. Yeah, I could clean it with copper. Let's go. It's on the list. Another shirt that says Diana Sailor laying the hammer. Laying down the hammer. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? I have a lot of thoughts in my head right now. Next time you add salt, add it straight to the ketchup mix. That sounds good. What's on your list should be on the t-shirt or hoodie. Yeah, right. I would need like a whole series of hoodies to have the full list. All right, I better eat these cucumbers. Look at this. I've almost eaten all the fries. They're so good. So tasty. All right. You know what's funny is after I did a couple cooking videos with this air fryer, some company emailed me and they wanted to send me an air fryer to like make a review video for, but I'm a one air fryer kind of man. I can't cheat on my Wonder Oven. That thing is beautiful, and it was a gift from Mike Fahey, so that's the only one. That's the only air fryer for me. You should make ginger ale to go with the apples. Yeah, ginger ale sounds delicious. I'm curious if how easy that is to make. The challenge with mobile living is just space is limited, so I can't have a whole bunch of stuff going on in here, but I would definitely be interested. If it doesn't take too long though, I think if it took like weeks to make, I don't know if I could commit to that. All right, Donkey to Dawn is out. Thanks for stopping by, Donkey. Good to see you. Happy to have you here. Catch you on the next one. Skeptical Mom says the ginger ale is the same as the apples. You just ferment ginger, sugar, and water. That sounds pretty interesting. I like it. I would try that out. That sounds easy. I have to put it on the list. Oh, I don't have my phone. My phone's filming. It's on the list. Bronson wants to know any future collabs with other van lifers. Not at the moment, no. I'm not opposed to it, but right now I'm in build mode, dude. I gotta get the list shortened up, so I can leave here before it gets too hot. So, maybe when I start traveling up through the Pacific Northwest, I'm sure there'll be a lot of van lifers in the PNW this summer. So, maybe we can do some collabs on the road. Tekarax says, I always have quick pickle onions and ginger. Both easy and delicious. Pickle onions, that sounds good. I'm on board with that. Let me get some pickle onions. You guys turned me into a cook. I was never a cook before this. I got you guys to thank for that. All right, Nicole's out. Good to see you, Nicole. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for the super chat. Catch you on the next one. Isaac Turner. Yeah, Isaac Turner's up in Oregon. I could maybe drop in on him. I'm trying to go to Northwest Nomads this summer. That's like September 16th. So my buddy Jordan and Ashley, they run that event. So I might be able to make it to that. That'd be fun. It's on the list, man. These cucumbers are good with the lemon juice. I've never put lemon juice in before. I don't know why. Yeah, I love Topo Chico. Sparkling water is so good. The countertop that's opened behind you, what are you talking about? You mean this? Tim? Tim Cox? Um, well, this whole countertop is going to be custom epoxy countertop. I'm going to be working on it probably within a few weeks. So that's going to be custom orange and silver and blue. I'm going to extend it down to cover this part here, right? Where you can see the bottom of the cabinet. So this is going to extend another 8 inches. And then the whole countertop's going to be a custom epoxy pour. It's going to be beautiful. Very much like the countertop in my last box truck, the orange one with the silver and the swirls and stuff. So that's what I'm doing on the that's what I'm doing on the countertop. As far as it being open, I'm gonna leave this space open because this is another like cooking area because I have an outlet on the wall. So if I want to use like a blender or my Instant Pot, I can set it on the counter here and then plug it in on the side. I am gonna put a little charging station, a little charging shelf on the wall so I can charge up like my cameras and batteries and stuff. But otherwise, I'm gonna leave this open. I don't want to put anything on it. Winnie doesn't like the plastic in that fermented apple thing. Yeah, I hear you. I don't like it either, but that's what we got right now. Custom countertop, it's on the list. It's on the list. What about a picture of a potato plant overtaking the box truck on a t-shirt? I mean, that's an idea for sure. That is an idea. Are you doing the countertop yourself? Yes. Yeah, me and Nomad Dad, we did the countertop in my last box truck. Turned out awesome. So we're gonna do it again here at the house in Yuma. It's gonna be beautiful. All right, Blue Ice Williams is out. Good night, Blue Ice. Happy to have you here. See you on the next one. Yeah, the countertop's cool. It's it's a creative thing, so it's almost like an art, like a piece of art, where you're laying down the different colors of epoxy. You're kind of swirling it, and then you're using a blowtorch to like get the air bubbles out, and then you put clear over it. So it's fun. It's kind of like a little arts and crafts project. So it's super cool. It's pretty easy to do it. It's a little intimidating your first time, but once you've done it, it's actually pretty simple. And it turns out really nice. Thank you, sweet Melissa. I appreciate all the gifts tonight. Also, Melody Hart with the super chat. Everyone else left the super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. I will definitely be using the super chat money to get more kitchen items. I'm going to get tongs for my potatoes, and I'm going to get plates. I have no plates. And I will figure out some other things to purchase. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I've cleaned my plate. No potatoes left. All that remains is a little ketchup and some spicy Cholula sauce. We got it. It's off the list, man. We ate the potatoes. Have you heard the church? What's happening now? The church, isn't that, who's your favorite comedian? Isn't that Joey Diaz, the church of what's happening now? Is that Joey Diaz? I used to listen to Joey Diaz back in the day when he was like kind of new on the scene on Joe Rogan's podcast, and that guy has some incredible stories. He's a really good storyteller. Yeah, the church of what's happening now. Yeah, I listened to that podcast. Not recently, but like many years ago, I used to listen to it quite a bit. The Nomad Tim wants to know about my floors. Well, Nomad Tim, the plan was to leave the floors as they are with the birch plywood. I put a, what do you call that? I put a coating over it, like a protective sealant. But the problem is the birch is just too soft. So I've dropped a couple things on the floor, which is going to happen, especially when you're in a box truck. And so it put a bunch of dents in the floor just because the wood itself is a very soft wood. So it was an experiment. You know, I wanted to try it out, see what happened. But it's not a good long-term solution. So I'm not going to do anything this year. But next winter, I will add flooring to the list. So that's something I'll tackle next winter. I'll figure something out. But for now, that's it. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Leave it off here. I appreciate everyone that came in tonight, hung out, checked out the electrical cabinet, hung out for the cooking session. If you want to see the final reveal on the whole floor to ceiling electrical cabinet and you want to see how I put everything together, watch Sunday's video. That'll be a compilation of everything, how I did it, the process, and then also what it looks like. So check that out on Sunday. And then tune in next Wednesday if you guys want to see how the fermented apples turned out. And we'll probably figure out something else to cook next Wednesday. I'll have to put my head together and see if I can come up with some kind of more of a meal so I'm not just eating potato wedges and cucumbers. And yeah, if you came in late, watch the replay. In the beginning, I did a full tour of the electrical cabinet build, so check that out. And I appreciate everybody that came and watched and commented and liked and all the donations and the super chats. I appreciate all you guys so much, and I will see you next week. And that's it from me, Nomad Brad, signing out. Peace.